running out of breath.
Oh, good shit. Ow, me and little Tony here playing them guts for you guys. A little he's a little riled up, so I'm trying to calm his ass down, get a little energy. Now, how you guys doing? Little peasant stuff, talking shit. YDBT Daily, coming to you every Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So don't ask me when the fuck I am on, because I announce it every single time I'm out there. So I appreciate you guys that join me here. Thank you. Oh, a lot of girls on the chat too, apparently. All right, very good. So today, before I get into it, I'd like to say hi to some of the people that show up. Somebody became a member. Ryan Davis became a Bicho level member. I appreciate anyone that wants to become a member. Just click the join tab on your PC. I'm not going to send you the link on iOS because I'm sure you have to I don't know, I don't even know how to get to it I don't even know how to operate an iPhone, to be honest with you. Every time I look at it, I'm like, if I had a child's brain, it might work. Ow, it's almost like tuning a Chevy. Right? Like an iPhone is like tuning a Chevy. You overthink shit because you're used to like Android, and then you're like, you literally have to remove half your brain to operate it. So people that have been here early have been la, and I don't know what the fuck that Arab shit is, but obviously he's from Qatar. How you guys doing? Jeremiah Camp, Jason Cook, Jared Wells, Badr Bagme. Who's your daddy? Angel Espinal, Joseph Alvarado, Slow Coyote, Paul Monaco, Scott Livingston, we got Riley Neufeld, JD Swag, Phil, Nick Evans in the house, Paul H, Matt Twin 11 GT, W Clutch says, hey Tony, hey Alex, and how are you guys doing? What's up from Cali? About to start the shift at UPS is Joshua Gonzalez and Gallo Bravo in the house. So today's subject matter is about when the customer is the biggest obstacle in tuning a vehicle. So when you're tuning a car, if the car could talk to you like Knight Rider, like Kit, he'd be like, I'm running a little rich. Oh, here you go. My O2 sensors are not good. Okay, let me get some O2 sensor. But when there is a human involved and their English is bad, or the English is not their first language, or they're dumb as shit, or they overthink, because just because you're dumb does not mean just because you're smart doesn't mean you know what the fuck you're doing. Some people insanely overanalyze shit. They insanely overanalyze shit. They're like, oh, it can't be like this. I was doing a lot of research on forums. Okay, that was your first mistake. Because unless I tell you what the deal is, you shouldn't even be looking on any forum for anything. Boy, you are on it today, bro. You're on it. You are on it today. So, I'm going to give you, if you guys are old like me, you remember the movie Airplane. And today, an example happened from a clip that perfectly encompasses what I have to do sometimes in order to get information out of a customer, because he's talking to maybe another tuner, or maybe I can speak their message. Hey, enough. Stop. No. Play with your toy. No. I can kind of decipher what they're trying to do. I can kind of decipher what they're attempting to say. And this scene from Airplane encompasses exactly that. And if you guys are old, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Check it out. Let me start from the beginning. Here we go.
Get you something?
It's your mofo butter laying me to the bone. Jack me up. Tight me.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Then I come in and decipher.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck a rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say Cuddy can't hang. We say be doing everything.
Chump don't want to help. Chump don't get the help.
Exactly. So what ends up happening is I have to kind of step in and go, I speak this man's language. Even though it's English, I speak his dialect. And once we were able to get past that point, I was like, okay, that's not a problem. We were able to, get everything squared away and done. But I get a lot of people that do this and they get in their own way, because my goal is to finish your car and get you gone. Get you gone. So this is what happens, especially on flex fuel guys. Flex fuel guys are the most high maintenance because they overthink flex. They think it has to have a sensor. They think it's a Chevy. They think they can add power. Oh my God. So in the flex fuel disclaimer, we send you the tune and the E85 tune, and we lay out the instructions right then and there. In the disclaimer, it says the flex fuel tune will not learn accurately every time. Sometimes you might have a variable. And if you have any issues with the flex fuel tune, we suggest you run the dedicated tunes and just use the flex fuel tune for transition. That sentence right there confuses 50% of the people that get it, I think. They don't understand what they just read. And I don't know why. We're talking about reading comprehension. We're talking about today's education system. That basically said, if you have any issues with the flex tune, run the dedicated 93 tune or the dedicated E85 tune. So what happens? Let's say, for instance, you do not have any issues and you are done and dialed in with your shit. Do you know what 85 to 90% of the customers do after I have sent the final flex fuel tune? So that means this: I've sent you a pump gas base. You log it. I adjust it. You log it again, I adjust it, then I send the Flex and E85R tunes. And you go, okay, Alex, thanks. By the way, I'm installing a PMAS or a STIDA or a JLT next week. What? Why? Why don't you outline your shit before? I think people think that once you get dialed in on Flex and E85, people go, well, I'm just going to add a JLT to the equation. I'm just going to add a PMAS to the equation. That's not a big deal, right? Actually, that's a huge deal. The moment you upgrade your cold air intake, those Flex and E85 tunes that I sent are junk. And you got to get back on pump gas, and we got to start dialing in that cold air from scratch. But why? What's the point of upgrading? No, you don't understand. Drive the car for a month or two. Enjoy it. We have now made the tuning process, we have lengthened it by 5 more days. Literally 5 more days. Once they get a JLT and they had already, or a PMAS or anything else, and they put E85 in their tank, they go ahead and just put the cold air on and go, here, tune it for this. No, you don't get it. The tune is made for the stock cold air that you had, or whatever cold air you had when you ordered the tune. Did you know you were going to get a cold air intake before you bought a tune? Why don't you buy all the parts you want to buy, wait, and then get the tune one time and be done and drive it for a year? Nope. It's order a pump gas tune, pay the flex revision. Before the flex revision is done, you change the cold airs. And you wonder why I get a little impatient with people. It's not because my job is to come on here and roast motherfuckers. The biggest thing this channel does, I hope, is educate. Maybe shame some of you guys into doing better. Because the least amount of trouble that I have with customers are guys that have a boosted setup. Typically, they go, I got D-Torque 95s, a BAP, or FIC 1000s, a BAP, and a blower. They're going to live on that combo for about a year. And that tune is done in 3 revisions, and they're at the track running it way in the 10s. But the flex guys, for whatever reason, want to think that you have to perpetually upgrade until the death of the car. Many times have I seen a guy go cold air, tune, flex. Before the flex is done, change the cold air because he saw something online that, oh, this cold air is gapping people. This cold air is gapping people. What the fuck is wrong with you? A cold air is as much importance for power as a shifter is. You know what I mean? Now, if it's open air element and it's cold outside, it'll make good power, just like a stock cold air will if you just remove the filter and it's cold outside. Not that big of a difference, but whatever. Then they go, okay, once we're done flexing, okay, now how about cams? Cams? And then every single time they go, how come they're not chopping? Did you think they were going to chop with VCT active? Well, they're called thumpers. Well, that's not my fucking problem. The Cam's naming marketing department fucked that one up, calling anything thumper with VCT active. Thumper? What are you thumping? Maybe you're thumping the competition, but you're definitely not chopping. No. And you know how many times I hear, well, the Gen 3 guys, my car has that cam reversion issue where the intake cam falls out of phasing and it starts to sound fucked up. Can I just lock my cams? I'm like, lock your cams? Lock your cams. Do you know how labor intensive that is? And what position are you going to lock them at? They're like, I don't know. I was just going to lock them where they're parked. Oh, okay. Negative 20 and 0. Okay. Or 20 and 0. Sweet. Let's see how that goes. Oh my God. So the biggest variable and the biggest issue tuning is the customer. I've said it many times, and I just wanted to repeat today because I think people are getting dumber. Right? I'm not saying my customers are dumb. I think people in general are getting dumber and lazy. Even typing and texting and communicating with people is insanely difficult nowadays. Like, I don't even know what they're saying half the time. And I'm like, am I off? No, fuck that. I'm not off. And finally, just to reiterate the point, when you order a tune for, let's say, Cobra Jet, Ford Racing intake, cams, install the parts first, then load the tune. Do you know how many times people tell me it's running like shit? I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. Could it be that I didn't install the parts yet, but I wanted to see how the tune was doing? How the tune was doing with the parts not installed? So now you're running potentially 50% rich because the cold air went from being 85 millimeter to 120, and you wanted to try out the tune? I guarantee there is somebody out there right now, at a meet, at Kroger, saying, you know, I installed the tune from Lund, but it was not really that good. Really, what's done to it? Oh, you know, this and this and that. And they're like, well, didn't you say the tune was for a PMAS cold air? Yeah, but I'm going to install it later. I just want to see how the tune was doing. Every single I guarantee there's at least 20 guys right now that are just driving around with the tune and not the parts installed. And it reminds me of, you know, when people want to do an upgrade. Every single time I want to check the tune out before we do an upgrade. And when I said upgrade, every time I hear the word upgrade in my head, I think of this scene from Idiocracy. Upgrade.
Welcome to AOL Time Warner Taco Bell U.S. Government Long Distance. Please say the name of the person you wish to call.
Upgrade.
There are 9,726 listings for upgrade.
Upgrade. Because in the future, everyone has stupid fucking names. Okay, get to your comments, questions, concerns, talk some shit. Let me know what you think. And we'll hang out here and, talk a little bit for about an hour. You know, something to fill the day for your ride in, whatever. If you work for the government, sorry, but you got to put a mask on, bitch. Do you imagine you don't live in Florida? Could you imagine you don't live in Florida and your shit-ass state is making you mask up again? Woo! That'll be the day. Fresh Prince says, the progression of technology is killing the car guy that's actually a mechanic. Facts. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But if you do not move with the times or you don't have a niche, like I know hot rodders that work on carbureted cars that have so much work, they don't even know what to do with. So it all depends on how good you are. How do you market yourself? You can't just stick to one thing and expect everyone else to. Let's say my dad worked on Rochester carburetors most of his life. Cadillac stuff, Buick stuff, everything. Once it went fuel injection, he quit. He's like, I am not going to upgrade my equipment to have scanners and all. Fuck that. I'll just quit. I'm like, no, I get it. He didn't want to go with the times. You can't make this stuff up. Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels is on the money, especially when it comes to modern women. That guy's awesome. My dad teaches me fatherly lessons by giving me hickeys on my neck so my girlfriend thinks I'm cheating on her. That's weird, Chaz Bono. Funny, though. Funny in a morbid way. Going to Starbucks to get a hand job. It's hardly time for a hand job, Joe. Starbucks a hand job? Boy, Idiocracy is a future documentary. Idiocracy. He's like, man, I could really go for a latte right now. And he's like, it's hard. I hardly think it's time for a hand job, Joe. Starbucks, Idiocracy, latte hand job, Idiocracy. Oh my God. You know, the search engine for YouTube kind of sucks. Oh, latte hand job. Idiocracy. Idiocracy. Latte. There we go. Boy, I could really go for a latte right now. Let me see if it's hardly time for a hand job, Joe. Oh my God. Come on. Come on. Nope.
Hey, how much farther is it?
Let me see.
Time for a hand job.
There it is.
You know?
Yeah.
Man, I could
Right here. He goes, man, I could really go for a latte right now.
Far.
Man, I could really go for a Starbucks.
Starbucks.
You know?
Yeah, well, I really don't think we have time for a hand job, Joe.
Because in the future, Starbucks is like a rub and tug. Fuck, that movie's so good. Kenny G in the house. Andre Martinez said, waited until last week. Once I had the engine back in the car, finally by the remote session and now finishing up the wiring and stuff to first start it up. Excellent. My local shop said that in order to install the return fuel system and tune it, I need to flatbed it to the shop. Cali officially sucks. Look. The problem with us is that we're not here to bullshit you, and a lot of shops are going to say, oh, you can't start the car with a return style fuel system. Motherfucker, take the boost reference out. Lock it at 58. And if the injectors are the same, if you went from BAP to return fuel system, lock the bitch at 58 or 55 and drive it. What do you, my red car has a return style fuel system. The injector data is universal. And the regulator is locked at 55 PSI. The car don't know. It just wants a certain fuel pressure. That's it. The Thumper's a good name for that cam. It's for the sound it makes when you chunk it at their head and say, buy a blower, stupid. I think he put that in twice because he really wanted me to say that comment. I think Jay Rubin kept putting that comment in so that I really need Alex to say this so that Jay Rubin sounds funny. I love it. Thomas Kumbe, tell your tuner to have the parts installed aren't actually on the car. It's kind of like telling a doctor you're not allergic to a medication you're actually allergic to before they give it to you. I'm going to watch that movie tonight. Guys, do yourselves a big, huge, massive favor and watch Idiocracy. Go on Amazon Prime. Go on YouTube fucking TV. Idiocracy is probably the best movie in the history of movies. Why? Because between the time it was made and the time that half of it became reality was like 10 years. And in that movie, everything was 500 years in the future. We are getting stupider and dumber stupider is probably not even a word, but I don't care. We're getting dumber and dumber by the day. By the day. Guys, look at what's happening with I don't want to get political, but this mask shit is fucking hilarious. Y'all that got the jab, do you know there's people out there that got the jab? And they're like, I got the jab. I'm going to go on my Facebook profile and go, vaccinated, bitch. Dating profiles, Tinder, Bumble, and Match. They have a sticker that says, vaccinated. Girls are putting on their profiles, vax only. If you ain't vaxxed, swipe left. And the CDC says, yeah, that vaccine you got, fuck that. Put on a mask, bitch. You might still get the Delta, ho. So I need, me as an unvaxxed guy needs to be protected from vaxxed people. So you're vaccinated, you got the fucking mask on, you're good. You're protecting me. What a fucking shit show. We are stupid. We're fucking stupid, and there's people shaming you. You go to Publix. Luckily, Florida, that's not that prevalent because we're free in Florida. But there's certain neighborhoods that you go to that they're like super liberal or super poor because the middle guys are normal. And you're mask shamed. Mask shamed. Unreal. Any of that dating channel merch? No. Mike Judge for Silico. Watch yourself, Alex. I'm on a computer today. Cut and paste. No jab for me. Hello. Finally back, says Hunter Walker. Who knew you were gone? Heyo. Most of my parts come from BCR. Okay, whatever. Fuck. Hunter Walker. The South Park COVID special was good tier. I'd have to see. I still haven't seen it. Honestly, I haven't watched TV in a very long time because every single time I turn it on, I'm reminded of how fucking stupid we are. How stupid people are. And then I get to work and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a break from this. No problem. And then someone goes, hey, I bought a smaller cold air intake than stock. I heard it gaps people. Gotcha. Nick Evans says, hey, Alex, hope all is well, brother. Trying to do a proper crank and transmission relearn with the N-Gauge. How would I do that? So, Nick Evans, this is the nice thing about technology. So you go here and you go crank, relearn, Lund. Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? There's actually a video, the first one, that shows you how to do a crank relearn? See! Oh my God, fucking people, bro.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Google. Hey, Alex. How do I update the firmware on my Lund Racing N-Gauge? Lund Racing firmware update. Oh, what? Wait. Whoa. Oh. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Oh, homeboy's on the phone. I'm going to get this phone call. See who it is. What's up, Jake? You're live. Yeah, I'm doing the show. No, 5 to 6. You want to be live with the people? You want to talk? Want me to call you back after the show? Okay, I'll do that, brother. Bye. He wasn't having it. He hates attention. He hates it. He's like, I'm fucking out of here. Fuck that. Unreal. Customers don't even get me started. Oh, dude. Everything can be Googled. Every code can be Googled. I got a check engine light, and I should. You know what I've sent some people when they go, "Hey, Alex, I got a check engine light. What do I do?" I send them the Kreskin, the Johnny Carson, because I'm old. The Johnny Carson when he holds up a envelope to his fucking forehead because he's supposed to guess what phrase is in there. Unreal. Taking calls. I'll take calls. I should do a Google phone number and take calls live. But that'd be like a long ass show because you guys are gonna be like, oh yeah, talking all this shit. Alex, Jed S says, Alex, what spark plugs do you recommend and what gap? 18 Whipple GT with a built 5.2 short block, 25 plus PSI, ID 1700s. Want to be ready for y'all when it's time to tune it. So, boy, 25 plus PSI. You could, okay, I run brisk 12s or you can run brisk 10s. I think John Sr. runs brisk 10s on all of his cars. I think they're all brisk 10s. The Denso ITV 24, whatever the fuck they use, I don't think they make them anymore. I haven't seen any of the Denso's plugs anymore. But the brisk 10s for big boy boost is what I would do. 25 plus PSI, you got to gap that sucker down to like 18. I would gap it way down. When in doubt, gap it down. Gap it to 18, brisk 10s, see how it goes. He didn't even say love you bye. No, he doesn't say love you bye. He definitely doesn't. Hell yeah, Google Voice. Hey, Alex, what has to be the most annoying questions someone has asked you? See, I think a lot of the questions happen when people would try to review their logs. What should my AFRs be? Well, where? And they're like, what do you mean where? I'm like, under what condition? And they're like, wide open throttle. I'm like, NA, 0.85 lambda, well, that's like 11.7, which sounds rich because immediately people see 0.85 and do the conversion. They go 11, that's rich. Ford commands it at like 0.81 under cap protection. And again, forget it. And then they go, in my log, it shows that my car's running rich. Actually, it's running lean. Because let's think about it. If your car is running lean, that means the wideband is not picking up enough burned gases. So how do you think it smells at the back? If the wideband is not picking up properly burned gases, how do you think it smells at the back? It smells pig rich at the back. It smells pig rich at the back because it's picking up unburned gases. So it smells pig rich. So you think it's rich. It's actually lean. The only issue right now with RTD is I have to ask you guys for help. Actually, you don't. Why is that? Because I believe if you Google that, it's also there. Let me go to the Lund Racing site, Lund Racing support, and RTD flasher instructions. Look at this, guys. Oh my God, RTD flasher instructions. Oh my effing God, it's all here. And every single time people get here, they fucking lose their shit. When people get here with the RTD, they go, what do I do now? I'm like, you write it. You write it to the vehicle. Oh, okay, because there's a warning sign that says, by the way, this can't be undone. Well, no shit. You want to write it to the vehicle. So right here, LundRacing.com, RTD instructions. Fucking Google. Google just tells you exactly where to go. It's not that hard. You don't have to bother any of us for instructions if you do the proper research. Only vaccinated people order from American Muscle. Damn, talking that shit. A stupid, says Angel Jovel. David Martha has 17 GT MTD2, got comp cam stage 3. Are they the thumpers though? Headers and a 350 manifold. Gonna switch to a Cobra Jet. Wondering how much of a gain would that be over the 350. Currently at 93, but if I can get E85, I'll run that. 350 to Cobra Jet, I think peak for peak, probably about 15. Peak for peak. But the 350 outperforms the 18 manifold, like all day, every day, like every single time. So the Cobra Jet is only going to be up about 15. Don't think it's going to be up like 30 or 40. It's going to be up like 15, 20 peak. Average power under the curve. I think the 350 will perform better. RTD is a MPVI2. No, it's not. It's not, because you send RTD you send a .rtd, you don't send a .hpt file. And the RTD does not have shit in the front like Bluetooth connection and all. Now I guess HP Tuners came out with a whole bunch of other shit, and I'm like, so now there's like 5 devices out there, so you're gonna have to pick and choose, and I don't know enough about it yet. When I find out, I'll let you guys know. John Paxton said my Coyote swap C5 Corvette just ran 10.2 at 136 with bolt-ons. Her Beaver Smells says, Alex, I'm running 91 right now with a Roush Stage 2 blower, 85mm pulley. I have the VMP69 pulley, want to switch to ethanol. Should I pulley down and run E54 or stay with the same pulley and run E85? Stay with the same pulley, run E85, and have a return style fuel system. The problem is not the E54. The problem is the remaining 46%. What is it? Junk? Pump, like 87 octane, lips and assholes, bird shit. Like, what is the remaining 46% that you're going to be using? I'd rather you have 85% ethanol than 54%, just for safety's sake. There we go. But how do I Google Alex? Dude, cut the shit right here. Here you go. Play with the bear. Play with the fucking bear. This is how you do with kids. Just play with the fucking bear. Hey, what did your Coyote swap C5? Camarón is going electric Cavalier. Okay, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Hello, Alex. Good evening, folks. So someone told me that the Camaro is going to be replaced by a electric sedan. Is that true? I saw Steve Gellis on Instagram post that up, and I'm like, really? I mean, people will say, well, the Mustang was replaced by a crossover. Asshole. The Mustang is still being made. The 2021 Mustang is still being made. 2022 Mustang will be a coupe. The Mach-E would be its own thing. Like, think of it as not Hyundai. Yeah, no, Genesis. Genesis has their own high-end brand, and they'll have different models. That's what, like Lincoln. Lincoln had a bunch of different things. I think Mustang, they want to do the same thing with Mustang. E85 is rough to come by here, and E54 is consistent everywhere. Then her Beaver Smells, then low boost. E54. Don't expect magic out of E54. Why do people with Shelbys think they're the fastest Mustangs on the planet? Because it says Shelby. Because they were blowing Corvettes off in the weeds back in the day. Like way back in the day, they were blowing Corvettes
Great
off
enthusiasm. We were blowing the
enthusiasm.
Corvettes off in the weeds.
I think the same guys that buy Shelby Mustangs to look cool are the same guys that buy snakes and wrap them around their fucking head and go to a festival or some kind of carnival. They buy their person. Okay, Harley guys. Harley guys and Shelby guys are similar. Harley guys literally get in a Harley and think they're fucking badass. And I'm like, okay, I don't think they're badass. I don't think they're anything. I just think they want to be seen. Look at me. I got a fucking Harley. Look at me. I got a Shelby. They buy their personality. Alice, can I get a 2-step Lund tune, please? That's the other thing where people say, can you unlock the trans brake feature that came from Ford? Really? Can you show me any Ford vehicle that has a trans brake feature? Show me any OEM Ford vehicle that has a trans brake feature. It's a custom ROM. It's a custom program that was put in there, okay, from HP tuners. It's not something that Ford has and unlocks. They custom program it in there. Stop it with your unlock the trans brake feature for me. Shut up. It's NA. It doesn't make it makes fuck all for performance. It doesn't 60 foot better with a trans brake because the converter you have only flashes to 2100 or 2000 RPMs. So the trans brake, if anything, will be better reaction time. And it is not unlockable because it doesn't come OEM from Ford. Stop it. How much is 93 pump for you guys? 93 pump octane. Let's look at racetrack. On where is it? Where's that station? Racetrack, Congress. I think it's like 3 something. Let me see. Premium 350 right now. Premium. Thoughts on a Coyote swap 2017 Ford Focus ST? Dumb, stupid, waste of money, waste of time, dumb. Why would you put it on such an ugly car on a stupid platform? Why? Stupid, fucking stupid. Stop being stupid. I was driving today my 18GT and 2 guys on a Harley started revving stupidly. You know how many people try to race me when I go on the Fairmont and 90% of them are Harley owners? Harley, I'll beat you in my fucking red car. NA. Fucking shit ass Harley. Get the fuck out of here. Alex, have you seen the Roush F-150 Tactical Edition? What's tactical about it? Like, what is a tactical 2021 F1? Well, what's so tactical about it? Tell me what's so tactical. Tell me what's tactical about it, please. I'd really love to know what tactical means to you and what it means to everybody else. I don't know what the fuck tactical means. Tactical. It's black. Does tactical mean black? Just say it's black. I caught the stream this time. Yee. Austin Tart says, hey, Alex, based on what you just said, can you unlock my converter? Kidding. Love the channel. I actually can unlock your converter, and your trans will run really, really hot. 368 here in Tallahassee for fuel. Great. 93 is 385 in Indiana. 350 here in Florida. Well, where I'm at in Florida. Damn, we're paying $473 in California. It's crazy. Exxon by me for 93 is 332, located in Houston. Adrian S says, hey, I want to take a tune by Lund on my Gen 3 Mustang, and I wanted to see if it's worth waiting to see if I can get an N-gauge used from someone or get the HP tuners from your website. Look, you want to get a tune now, get the HP tuners RTD. You want to wait around and try to find an N-gauge that is used and not supported anymore, and people are asking $500+ for them? You want to buy something that has no firmware updates, no support. Look, the N-gauge is better, but they're not made anymore. So be smart. Get the one that is supported right now, and it's going to have to be the RTD, unless you want to just get lucky and find one, because you know how many guys have bought one off of eBay? Then they get it. Then they tell us, hey, let's unlock it, and we say we can't, because not every single N-gauge can be unlocked. I repeat, not every single N-gauge can be unlocked. So don't buy an N-gauge thinking that it's a guarantee that you'll be able to unlock it. It means guns post-apocalypse. Exactly. Like what does tactical mean? It has matte black accents, so it's tactical. I hate when people go tactical, you know, to make it sound something that it's not, to make it sound tougher than it's not. It's got a Roush blower on it. It's hot. That's what it is. And slow. If tactical is hot and slow, Roush nailed it with that truck. It should have gun cases built in the built in the bed. N-gauge used and abused. Hey Alex, there's a 98 Cobra Gen 1 swap with a TR 3650 and an IRS rear. He wants 11K. Do you think it's a good deal? I don't know if it's a Gen 1 swap and a 98 Cobra. That's actually not bad. If it's in decent shape, that's not a bad price, in my opinion. Not only is it a Cobra, if it's a real Cobra, it's a, wait a minute, is it red? I clowned on a red one and people got all fucking butthurt. Windows fucking came down all fucked up. So, I mean, but I think it's worth 11K, sure. Would you rather have a boosted Gen 2 10R80? What the hell did he just say? Chris Buchaya just asked, guys, you want to talk about dumb questions? That one probably takes the cake. Would you rather have a boosted Gen 2 10R80? I'm not even going to finish the question. I'm done. I can't. I'm not even going to finish the question. Tony is active on the chair. Yeah, I told you he was sleeping most of the day, and I'm like, he's going to be riled up once the show starts. So he'll be just playing around, having a good old time. He's a good pup. Once he gets a little settled, you kind of just let him be, and he just hangs out. I got 2 Lund Engage still, 1,000 apiece. Look, that's pretty smart. If you can get unlockable engages, you can ask whatever the market will bear, because especially with inflation. Because right now, the Lund Racing Engage is the Lund Racing Engage specifically, because that one has certain firmware. It operates a certain way. It's easy, and people just it's user friendly as shit. People love that thing. So you can ask for whatever you want, and someone might buy it. 100% on the Harleys. Someone said 6R80. Okay, which one would I rather have? I'd rather have a Gen 2 6R80. Done. Wow, where did you find that Gen 2? One of one, bro. Bluetooth transbrake retracts message and then puts 6R10. Wow, Phil, you made the comment even dumber. Oh wait, no, he retracted it and put 6R10. Let me see. Where did he put that? Did he put 6R10? Oh, fuck me. That's great. F-150 Heat Soak Edition. Right. Roush, you should call it the Inferno. You should call it something that has to do with heat. You should call it like the hottest fuck. This is so hot. I don't know. Make them all red. Make it the Devil Edition. Make it the Hell Roush. Roush Hell. Something to let people know that you guys designed the shittiest fucking blower around one of the best rotor packs ever made by Eaton. Eaton's 2650 rotor pack is so good. Kong has made a killing upgrading Cadillacs, Corvettes, ZL1s to a 2650 ported Kong blower, and those cars now are finally running what they should be running. And somehow, Roush, a potentially billion-dollar company, right? They gotta be. Somehow fucks up that rotor pack so much that makes their blower is the most undesirable blower on the fucking market. Like, it's not even close. Not even close. We don't even support it. Did you buy one? Cool. Bye-bye. Hey, Alex, I bought a Gen 3 Roush. I'm like, okay, you can...
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? After everything I've said, it's crazy. Alex, do a video of Tony's reaction in section hate acceleration. I don't want to kill the fucking dude. I don't want to kill the dude. No way. He hates when I start the red car. He freaks the fuck out when I start the red car. I mean, I'm going to start doing reaction videos to a dog on the passenger seat instead of a chick with big tits. I mean, that's like Loserville. So I'll be on it. I'll be right on it. Still looking for a Paxton Vortex for a Gen 3. Says Eliza's S550. Yay, hit up Beefcake. Beefcake got you covered. So, Alex, were you tuning that GT500 at HPJ yesterday? No, I was not tuning any GT500s at HPJ yesterday. No, I was not. It was probably Brandon, Dakota, or Junior. Payson's Garage. I just watched this a week ago. It's been many years. Got it. Fools be like, hey, Alex, can you turn off my CEL? Every day. We have people that accuse Lund Racing of like cherry picking who we shut off lights to. Sorry. No. We are legal. We're staying legal. And I don't care that you think your 2013 California special with 120,000 miles fucking matters. It's my baby. I don't want to see any lights. You probably shine that motherfucker all the time. You probably ceramic coat it 2 or 3 fucking times a year. You probably put that on a tarp. You probably put a car cover in a garage. You think that 100,000 mile piece of shit is special. And then you say, I bet you none of the Lund vehicles have check engine lights. Turn my shit on. Christmas trees, bro. I just know that it's not hindering performance. So I shut my whore mouth. Candace Space says, I bought the car before new, but I'll upgrade. Got it. Roush overpriced edition. Got it. Have you taught Tony any tricks? My oldest brother had a Boston Terrier, and he was super obedient. Yeah, he can sit. He can stay. He can shake. The biggest ones I want him to learn is drop it, no, and let's go. Drop it, no, and let's go. He's on it. Meaning, if he's chewing on somebody, drop it. I go, no. And he looks at you. And I'm like, okay, that's the one I give a fuck about. When he gets a little older, I'll work on the other shit, like roll over and, go get that girl's number for me. You're going to fall. I guarantee you're going to fall. You're a little too stretchy today. You're going to fall. You're going to fall. There you go. Hey, Alex, I have an 03 Mach 1 P1SC Pro Charger. Would Lund be able to tune it? Fuck no. Good luck with that car. Hey, Alex, in your opinion, which is easier to calibrate? Turbo mass air or turbo manifold absolute pressure? Well, map, right? Map. Depending on the operating system, right? F-150, as long as you have the correct map sensor, the EcoBoost map sensor, and we give you the part number, we don't give a fuck how much boost you put in the bitch. It just fuels properly. As long as it's installed somewhere we want to install it, it just fuels properly. When it comes to a MAF signal, it can be skewed by many things, especially on supercharged applications or NA applications. If you put the filter somewhere super turbulent, the MAF signal will wig out. If it's map based, you can literally have a velocity stack on the throttle body and it won't affect the tune. Ultimate dog trick, teach him to freeze. That's all you need him to know. Exactly, that's all I need him to know. Drop it, no, stay, get her my note, get the number. Hey Alex, how difficult is it to swap a pulley on your Vortex setup? Not that hard. The biggest issue I ended up having was potentially the case doesn't allow enough. It has a long nose, so you might have to not take the blower off, but unbolt it and then kind of flex it back a little so you can have enough clearance to take the pulley off, because the pulley comes out going back towards the engine, and you hit the head or the valve cover or the cam cover. You hit something's obstructing it right there. So what I do is I unbolt a lot of the blower stuff, not take it all the way out, just loosen it, and then I'm able to sneak it out. It's not that bad. If a dumbass like me can do it, anybody can do it. What mods do you recommend for Roush Gen 3? Asking for a friend. You drive it to your nearest dealership and trade it in. Trade it in. Get it the fuck out of your life. I'm dead honest. I'm not going to make you put Band-Aids on that thing. That thing is a toilet. Yeah, can it make power? Sure. Can you put nitrous and different cold airs and E85? Sure. But it won't even be close to something like a full max effort Paxton, a full max effort Whipple, or Edelbrock, or Odin, or Loki, or I don't know what other fucking. Do they have a Thanos? Do they have a Hulk? Fuck me. Is Lund still able to send tunes to California? I would reach out to Lund about that. I'm not 100% sure that you can do that. Not 100% sure if we're sending tunes out to California. California really has gotten stupid. I think there's things you got to sign, literally saying this car's not street legal. It's race car only. We do not condone you driving this on the street. Da 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 da. I'm sure there's a bunch of waivers that you're gonna have to sign if we do send a tune to California. SCT4 used to have the option to turn off the O2s. Ding, ding, ding. Exactly, Matt 2011 GT. I wish I could backdate the software and shove it on to their face. You know there's an X4 somewhere that someone has never updated, and it has rear O2 check off. Right. And then they talk about us. Stop it. Stop it with your bullshit. Stop it. Alex, what's your favorite Mustang body style? Fox body. Fox body guy, 100%. Hey, Alex, I'm considering getting a Cobra Jet intake for my Gen 3 Coyote and use it for boosted application. Just don't do that. Don't. Stock 18 manifold. Stock throttle body. Make life easy for everybody. But I want to see the Cobra Jet under the hood boosted. I want the top end power. It's boosted. Shove more boost in it. Do not put a Cobra Jet in a boosted application. Please. Please. The throttle body has to get drilled so the fucking side cover doesn't fly off. The tuning is not a pain in the ass, but I'm telling you, do you and me a huge favor. Don't do that. And don't say why and don't ask why. Do it. Get a boss intake, get a 18 mat. Do not fucking put a Cobra Jet intake with a twin bore or a VMP 137 with a boosted setup. Just don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it. I have 3 SCT handhelds that can still close those monitors, said Edgar Sanchez. My Torrigs X4 still has it, says Corey Leckby. Corey Leckby, do me a favor. Can you send me a screenshot to ydbtforlife@gmail.com? For life at Gmail. Of that, an SCT device showing that you can shut off O2s. I'd like to have that in my queue. I'd like to have that in my little folder of nuggets here in case someone talks some shit. Get up in them guts. Patina Performance. I'm in the process of swapping a Gen 2 Coyote and my 94 Z28. Cool. Cobra Jet is a quarter of the cost of the blower. Save the money and buy an 85 fuel system. Thank you, Beefcake Racing. I don't understand people that want to be cool and they go, oh wow, Cobra Jet? You got Cobra Jet and boosted? What's it make? 625. That's what my stock manifold one makes. Yeah, I know. I wanted to go pump gas. You wanted to go pump gas, Cobra Jet boosted? Yeah, badass, isn't it? Hell, you want to run that piece of shit? Because I guarantee my stock 18 manifold and stock auto body will donkey gap the shit out of this thing. Don't you have to get lowered engine mounts to fit a CJ in an 18 and up car or cut the hood? Yep. Zach Carroll says, just popping in. Can I get a oh yeah? I'll catch the rest of work tonight. It's like a daily show with Jon Stewart over here. Absolutely, you can get a oh yeah. Absolutely.
How you doing? Can I get a oh yeah?
Exactly. What's up, Tony? They're loving you, bro. They're loving you. You guys didn't peep his Trump toy? He kind of likes his Trump toy. He likes the bear more, but his Trump toy, he's all about it. There you go. Good-looking Mustangs are 2000 to 2004 Celines. Nope, sorry, I don't like that body style. I like the Celine. And by the way, someone did correct me. Not all S351s are supercharged. Apparently, there were NA ones, which blows my mind, and supercharged 351s. So good to know. Trying to get a log back to you, but the SD card is in the office and I'm sick with COVID. Cool. Awesome. Have someone in the office grab the SD card and have them email you the last log you took. And then you can send it to us. Ta-da. I have 3 SCTX4s, Rio 2 delete, and 1 with EGR delete. Want a picture? Yep. If you have SCT devices that have the option to turn off emissions equipment, send me an email with those pictures. Because if someone's going to talk shit, I'm going to have backup. Fuck all that. Tony is not a liberal. Hear me out. Stick shift section 8 with a conch ported TVS. Let's do it. Okay. Stick shifted. Then I got to spend about $3,000 making sure the rear end is better because stick is just going to hit harder. Slipper clutch, probably about $3,000 to $4,000, right? Isn't it big stupid money for a slipper clutch setup? T56, face plated, 5th and 6th deleted, or just leave 5th and 6th. Let's just leave 5th and 6th in case I want to drive the fucking thing. So that means you can't face plate with 5th and 6th. Synchros removed, super undrivable, drive shaft, cross member, clutch, pedal, reservoir. I mean, okay, 10 grand. 10 grand. 10 grand. Hear me out, he says. Stupid Performance says, I have no issues with my N-Gage 93E85 Flex Tune Lund 17. However, I'm curious what my options are for replacement hardware since my touch is iffy on the N-Gage and I don't want it to die on me. Stupid Performance, email Lund. They might know someone that has a screen replacement, so email Lund, see if they know someone that has replacement screens for you. Stock 18 manifold on a Gen 2 would make more power than a Gen 2 manifold? Yeah, absolutely. The stock Gen 2 manifold is more of a torque monster. The Gen 3 manifold is like a Boss intake. It makes good high RPM horsepower. Absolutely. We'll send the pics as soon as I can, bitcho, says Edgar Sanchez. Love it. VCMD. Hey, Alex, you ever think about doing the Silver State Classic or the BBOR Super High? I don't even know what the fuck those are. I don't know what those are. Sorry, I have no idea. I've never even heard of those things. Silver State Classic doesn't sound like it's in Florida, so probably not. $2,400 for a Black Magic 10-inch. Okay, Bondo Bird, thank you. I mean, the car makes probably 1,000 torque. The car makes 1,000 torque, 1,100, 1,000 through an auto with a, cone clutch. So a cone converter. So with a manual, it's probably gonna be 12 something. It's gonna be, I don't know how the rear end has to be really. I need 5/8. It still has half-inch studs. I need 5/8 studs. I need to brace the rear end. I need to do a whole bunch of work to make that sucker get down. The record is 850 something by BPS. I don't know if I can beat that. That car is over 3,500 pounds, and I do not want to gut it further than it already is. But it looks cool. Beefcake Race says, Khaled Fata, we have a Vortex on our 21 SRT, 585, 584 real horsepower, 540 foot-pounds of torque, on 6 PSI. But that's end of the world. Engine is like glass. Fun car, but be ready to build an engine. There you go. Beefcake telling you that I think he owned for a while a Charger Hellcat. That's a nice car. Not Ford Mustang related, but your thoughts on a Camaro leaving in 2024. So I don't care. To me, the Camaro leaving is like the hockey playoffs. No one cares. No one cares. Not saying that hockey isn't a good sport. Not saying hockey isn't hard. Not saying that hockey isn't liked by some people. But generally, no one gives a shit. Like, people said, Alex, did you know that a Tampa team won the... I'm like, no, not at all. Like, it didn't even cross my fucking mind that, I'm like, they're playing? And then they said, oh, the Camaro's going to go away. I'm like, okay. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. The Camaro stopped being relevant once Coyote came out. Love you guys. Camaro stopped being relevant when Coyote came out. The Terminator killed the Camaro the first time. I think the Coyote has just literally put nails in its coffin and said, thanks for being around. You look cool and you perform pretty good, but you just couldn't hold up to what the Mustang was doing because, look, once Gen 3 came out and NA cars were beating boosted cars, they're like, forget it. It's over. Now, are there fast Gen 3, are there fast 10 or 80 Camaros? Absolutely. Are there fast Camaros, period? Absolutely. But by and large, the public didn't care. The public just didn't care. And once it goes away, no one's going to care. Like, no one's going to care. Oh, man, a lot of stuff going on here. Silver State and BBORR is 94 miles of top speed each. 94 miles of top speed. Each has classes 100 mile an hour, 150, an unlimited 200 plus mile an hour. And I'm not doing that. No, I'm not going to blow up my shit. I'm good. Thank you. Alex Cadell says, I don't rev my car unless I'm on ramp since there's much stop and go traffic where I'm at. So for me, the stock Gen 2 manifold is king until I can afford boost because I listen. I understand what you're saying, Alexander Cadell, but when you do rev your car with an 18 manifold, you'll definitely feel the difference. It is pretty damn noticeable. Jake's truck went from being a 102 mile an hour truck with a tune. No, I went 109. I think he gained like 6 miles an hour with the 18 manifold. Both on the 85. So that's size. That's a big amount. That's 50 horse again, depending on where it's doing it in the power curve, but up top, 18 manifold destroys a stock Gen 2 manifold. What header do you recommend that don't rub against the steering shaft with a BMR Steeda K member motor mounts? Look, I have AA K member. I have ultimate headers on everything I own except the GT500. The GT500 has American Racing headers. Everything else has ultimate headers. I've never had a fitment issue with ultimate header. Jay Rubin says, the Camaro is just a boring car to me. It is a boring car. The cool car is to the Z28, right? Didn't they have a 7-liter in it? Didn't they have a fucking big fucking motor in the Z28 not too long ago? And that, didn't matter. I'm almost finished buying everything to go full bolt-on on my Gen 3. And I'm in the market for a rear differential. What do you recommend as far as gearing? 315. But wait a minute. What about for roll racing, Alex? Alex, what do you think about roll racing my Gen 3? What gears do you recommend? 315. Where's your dog? Right here. Right here. Oh, look. Oh, where was it? Where's your dog? Wake him up. There he is. Just hanging out. See, I woke him up. Now he's far. And he feels weird because he likes tucking his head up against Dad's leg. It's a good pup. Just let him do his thing. The only fast Hemis in Radio versus the World got it, and that's the billet, all the billet things. I don't know, man. There's some fast Hemis here. Bolt-on Hemis have been 930s, 940s. That's, Pulley E85 tire. That's fast. That's legit fast. My wife's Jeep has an SRT 6.4 and it's cool. Gen 5 had the Z28. Gen 6 got the ZL1 1LE. Stop Googling shit, J. Rubin. I was black flagged in Bonneville Salts for going 191 in the Rocky class. I guess I wasn't supposed to go over 150. The birds are super aero and less power to push. Wow, I don't care. A lot of people don't know. Jim Browning, the owner of Ultimate, his family started Corsa and sold it years ago. Jim is a great guy. Somewhat local, builds great headers. Exactly. He got out of the Corsa gay game and started building Ultimate headers. But Corsas were originally made by the people that made Ultimate header, that currently own and manufacture Ultimate headers. When you look at the build quality, guys, it's not even close. Literally not even close to anything else that's around, in my opinion. I have a Gen 2 motor. You said 18 manifold is better. Is it worth buying a ported 18 manifold or just getting a stock one? I mean, depends on what you want to do. Like like if you want to boost the thing, porting it might give you an extra 15. NA probably 8 to 10. It's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, you got to port it. A stock one is more than enough. I had a stock one in mind. Then I gave it to Frank Perdomo. Then I put a GT350 in my red car, and it made like 7 or 8 more horse peak than the 18 manifold, and under the curve too. Do you think the cam phaser issue is your reason your white 5.0 is hurt? Nope. Why would it do it just on one cylinder? Why would one cylinder, number 7, an oddball too, inboard? Why would that, a cam phaser intermittently losing phasing at idle, why would it hurt one piston? Like, think about that. Not even about to get a 93 tune or run, just getting boost straight away. Nice. I like it. Ernest Gonzalez says, Alex, I have a 2012 GT with a Paxton 3.8 pulley. MT82 and rear gear should I have? I currently have 373. 331 to me boosted is perfect with an MT82. The MT82 has really aggressive gearing. Okay, the MT82 gear ratio is funky. Let me see, MT82. Fifth is 1-to-1. So some people have to go into fifth when they have 373s. So right here, I found a forum real quick. Hopefully it's accurate. I don't know if it's accurate. I'm just going to go by it and hopefully it's accurate. Stock GT MT82 ratios. 366 first. Right? Then a 243, then a 169, then a 132. Then fifth is 1-to-1. All right, then 065 overdrive. The V6 MT82 apparently has a bigger 1-2 drop from 424 to 254. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, wow. That's ridiculous. So I would use 331s, in my opinion, on a boosted car with a MT82 in their gear ratio. I got a Bambi tune back in the day, says Slow99, which had free flow and X-Pipe. But when I tried to access the page, my tunes in the past says my token is invalid. Do you think they're trying to cover up? I don't. I don't know. I literally don't know. Carbon brakes sucks. My buddies, forget carbon. Talking about carbon brakes. Who gives a shit? 3.4. The 3.4 shift with 373s was addicting. I killed my 2011 Mustang GT MT82. MT82 is 1-to-1. They changed 4th 1-to-1 in 2018. Wow, that comment doesn't make any sense. Mustang 87. MT82 is 1-to-1. Do you mean fifth gear is 1-to-1? Recommendation. Can I get with Ultimate Headers? Their product is a work of art. It says, per Alex's recommendation, I went and got Ultimate Headers. Their product is a work of art. There is no better made header on the market, in my opinion, than Ultimate Headers. Like, not even close. Jay Rubin says, I saw a set of Dundon headers on a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. The primaries were adjustable to take into account that the car variances for fitment. Was an intriguing concept. Very nice. And apparently Eliza's copy-pasted the same thing 15 fucking times. Wow. Unreal. Nastang says, I had a 2011 GT manual with 373s. Lots of rolling, but felt nice. NA 373s are badass. Boosted, 650 and up horsepower, it's almost unusable. How common are pythons out there in Florida? So apparently in the Everglades, south of me, way south, Fort Lauderdale and down, people just like had a python, and when it got too fucking big, they just like threw it in a canal. And the ecosystem here will support them. There are dinosaur-sized iguanas on some of these canals. If you look at how Florida is configured, there's a lot of canals. There's a lot of inlets. There's a lot of little rivers and tributaries. There's everything. So it's ripe for growth. So there's like crazy wildlife, especially further south where it's marshland pretty much. And these pythons and alligators, crocodiles are saltwater, are having like a royal rumble down there because it's an invasive species and they're just like killing each other. It's crazy shit. 331 or 355 boosted Vortex Gen 2, 331. I said it like 15 times. Hey, Alex, is an 800 all-wheel horsepower Subaru badass in your opinion? Never drove one, but I don't think anything Subaru is badass. Let's just say that, right? I mean, it's pretty gay. But anything 800 horsepower all-wheel drive should feel really nice. I think, doesn't Subaru have really bad transmissions? Like, isn't Subaru known for having really, really shitty transmissions? Unreal. Oh, look at that. An hour flew by. You gotta love this show when an hour just flies by. And I can provide you some content just to get you through the work day. I want to get the hell out of here because I have another show tomorrow. And if you guys want some more bullshit, we'll talk tomorrow. Absolutely. So, for those of you that follow me on the other channel, I'll be on Saturday night. The Peasant Chat here on Sunday, because Saturday I'm not doing shit, is 9:30 a.m. And then for the rest of you that like a YDBTdaily and a daily dose of bullshit talking, today we talked about how the customer's biggest obstacle is the biggest obstacle when it comes to tuning the car. They get in their own way and they make it a little difficult for us to be able to just finish the job and get them going. Just plan out your build. Make sure you have a really clear vision of what you want it to be. Order the parts, order the tune, install the parts, install the tune, log it. That's how it goes. All right, guys, have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening. See ya.